Well, first of all, congratulations to Troy. They're a good football team. They're a tough football team. We knew that going in right there. Anytime you play a team like that, you can't beat yourselves. And, ultimately, when you go out there and I believe we had 3 turnovers, 2 inside the red zone, it's hard to overcome. It's hard to overcome the first possession right there, get a little bit of pressure and try to throw it out of bounds and just can't get rid of it. Another red zone turnover and, it's just something it's a tough ball game when you fight yourself and you can't do it. They had a lot to do with it. Certainly they did. I thought our defense played extremely well. I thought they gave us an opportunity to win the football game, but we kept shooting ourselves in the foot offensively, and that was the difference in the ball game. I don't think they had a turnover, did they? I don't believe so. To our 3. And like I said, 3 turnovers, you can't win football games like that. So, questions?
Outside of the mistakes on your side, what was Troy's defense doing to slow down your offense?
I'm sorry?
Other than the turnovers on your side, what was Troy doing on defense to slow you guys down?
I don't know. I think we got to put the ball in. I don't know how much slowing down it would have been if we'd have just not fumbled the ball and not throwing an interception in the red zone. I don't know. You come out and you love the opening drive. You get it all the way down there inside the red zone and you throw a pick because you're trying to throw it away. And it's just not very good. They're a good defensive football team. They got extremely talented athletes. Everybody knows Coach Summerall does a nice job with their defense. He's an old defensive guy. So man, they were ready to play. But you can't turn the ball over like we did. But they were forced.
Let's just talk about the defense. They were able to limit them to field goals off of those turnovers. Did you feel that just kept you in the contest? But
yeah, any time you hold those guys to field goals, trust me, I don't think field goals win ball games many times these days. So when they kicked the 2 field goals, I was like, good job. I was like, fantastic. We're gonna come down, take the lead, and score, and we did. We go up 7-6 there at halftime, and I didn't think anything about it. I just thought, keep playing tough defense. Let's make sure we don't turn the ball over. Go put the ball in the doggone end zone. Unfortunately, we had a bust on our opening possession defensively, a long touchdown run. But other than that, I thought our defense did a great job to give us an opportunity to win the game.
I guess they're considered the measuring stick because of the defending conference champions as far as, where you guys need to get to. You go toe-to-toe with them in the first half and for much of the second half too. So where do you think you measure up now, per the defending conference champions after this?
Oh, it's tough to say. They forced the turnovers and made the plays. That's the difference in the ball game. Good football teams don't turn it over. Great football teams don't turn it over. Championship football teams don't turn it over when you play a team like that. They're the reigning Sun Belt champions. I would have liked to have seen us limit those turnovers and see what would have happened. But that's the way it bounces.
How difficult was it with that pass to Lewis down the sideline? Originally scored a touchdown. They marked them out of bounds. Led to that exchange, that fumbled handoff. Just how tough was that to just towards your efforts overall?
Well, it's hard to say. They're ruling a touchdown, and somebody spots back at the 1, and I'm looking at a replay, and I thought maybe it was a touchdown. I don't know. I didn't really stop the play to see it. It's tough. It's tough when you make a doggone play like that. Have an opportunity to go down there and get back in the ball game. Really, you punch that thing in there, and we're right where we need to be, and it didn't happen. We come back out and have the I guess the pitch tip right there on the little run off the right side. It was a good defensive play by them. Poor offensive play by us. To allow penetration like that, it's just something that can't happen.
How good do you feel, Coach, just moving forward as far as your defense being so sound and keeping you in ball games? How good they played? Just how do you feel about that moving forward?
I am. Listen, I told those guys in there. I said, "So what? Now what?" We went out there and I hate to say it because Troy beat our tails. They kicked our tails, but we self-inflicted those wounds. Helping them out to a certain degree. don't beat ourselves, we got a hell of a football team. So I said, you keep your doggone heads up. I said, well, we got to play 3 phases. We got to have an offense, a defense, and a defense. And when we play good in all 3 phases, we'll be tough to beat. So, I don't want anybody to drag their head. Yes, winning and losing, man, that's the name of the game. And to lose is a disappointing feeling. But I'm very confident in our players. I'm very confident in our leaders. I'm very confident in our coaches. And I think we're gonna be a force to be reckoned with.
Coach, you know what the schedule says. Would you rather be playing next week after this?
Absolutely not. I mean, this is a good time for us to have an open date. We've had some bumps and bruises out there, missing some guys out there from some injuries. So we got to get some guys back, and we need a little bit, I guess a little bit of a break. But anytime you play half your season, basically, you need a little bit of time to recover.
Headed into the bike. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to ask about Darren's arm and shoulder after he got hit. Did you have to have treatment, or because he went right back out there?
I couldn't tell you. Nobody came and told me anything. They said he was good, so I'm assuming he's going to be good. Go in there and he'll get treatment just like everybody else, just like a linebacker would or an offensive lineman. Heal up and get ready to go for the next one.
Going into the season, if you went in the bye week 4-1 like we are currently, you probably wouldn't be too upset about that. So how would you describe the energy of the team right now, going into the bye week, knowing everything is still in front of them?
Listen, we all wanted to come off this game 5-0. Everybody in that room, everybody in this organization, our football program, we understand that. Losing is disappointing. It is. Am I disappointed in our football team? No, I'm not. I'm not. We're 4-1. We're very proud to be 4-1. We've got a tough football team. Those guys in there, I'm telling you, it's been the greatest fall season thus far for me as a coach and our coaching staff and our players. They love to practice. They love to play. Like I said, it's tough to lose, but man, I love those guys. Those guys are awesome in there, and I'm gonna come fight with them, and they're gonna come fight with us as coaches. And I wouldn't want to be around another group.